a lot of people are asking, should I put an addition on my house or should I sell the house?
It all depends. For me, because I've owned a house for quite some time now, condos. It's all about your return on investment, but it's also what your wife wants.
Yeah.
That's the deciding factor. Is your wife? She tells you, what she wants, and you get it for her. That's bottom line. You're going to learn that very soon if you haven't already.
You're so right. You're so right. And the funny part about that statement was last week I was talking about my fiance and I threw in a little blurb and I said, "You see, men are always right," whatever. And then Mike, our producer, he got on the line.
2 rules, baby.
You say them again.
Rule number 1, your wife is always correct. Rule number 2, when she's incorrect, refer to rule number 1.
Thanks,
Simple as
Mike.
that.
My fiance was listening to the segment that we had, and she started dying. She goes, "That guy is brilliant, blah, blah, blah."
That's why I've been married for 15 years.
Same here. Yeah.
So thank you, Mike. Man, so but basically what John was saying was you got to make sure you're going to get a return on investment. So think about the resale. Now, if you're in a neighborhood with let's just say like 1,400 square foot homes and you're building 1,000 square foot addition, first off, make sure that you have the property to do that. Right. Don't do your homework. Don't just pay the handyman next door to start building. Make sure permits are pulled.
Definitely permits.
Because when you go to sell, an appraiser is going to go in.
Yeah, exactly. And
right?
If there's no permits, they can't use it towards the value, and it's a mess. Then you have to go back and get permits. It's don't cut corners. Get a legitimate general contractor that knows what they're doing.
Anytime you have to run back to the municipality to kind of correct things, it's not always fun. Okay, I mean there's some that do it very well, that are really great. Some of the towns and cities here in Rhode Island that do a very nice job. Kudos to them. But then there's some others that it's like waiting at the DMV, which is just horrible, and you won't get answers, and it just you run around like a dog chasing his or her tail. But anyway, so yeah, make sure that you hire an architect. That's the big thing. Or if you hire a contractor that also does design build, they have architects on the team, which is good, okay? Because you want to make sure, again, that everything's permitted, everything is fit for the zoning of your area, and don't overbuild, because if you overbuild, you are never, ever, ever going to get that return on investment that John was talking about. When you go to sell.
Exactly. And if you're only as good, your value is only as good as what's selling around you in the last 3 to 6 months. So if you're going to put 1,000 square feet on and everything else is 700 square feet less, and they're selling for less, it's going to be very difficult for you to get more.
It's going to be tough. I mean, we've sold several homes that were, that had additions that were way bigger than in best homes in the neighborhood. I mean, beautiful homes. Like, why is this home in this neighborhood? And not that the neighborhood was bad, but it's just like way overbuilt. And, the sellers were a bit frustrated when the appraisal came back, despite the fact that we had offers 40, 50 grand higher than the home appraised. So you want to make sure you do your homework. If you have any questions in regards to should you move, should you do addition, let's break down costs. Let's break down your long-term goals. Let's go over this. I'll connect you with John with Semper Home Loans. He'll do the same thing for you.